also need to make a checklist for when we start recording because we be forgetting to do that. Okay? Okay. Hi, it's MonaLisa. You heard? It's MonaLisa. I'm super, super excited. I have not filmed a podcast in like 2 weeks, which this one is going to be a little bit different because we're doing it a little bit differently. You see. But hi guys. Hi. Whoever's tuning in, what is up? Before I get into this topic that I'm about to talk about, I want to say a disclaimer. And this disclaimer is this podcast, this herbossydiaries chat is just perspective, opinion, and free thought. So don't take anything so literal. This is just how I feel based on my evolution as a young adult and also just my perspective. And also just wanting to create that like space for us to communicate with each other. And I want to hear your thoughts as well on these topics that I talk about throughout, any of the podcasts that I do. And so again, none of it is based on facts. It's just a open conversation where I just share my thoughts, my feelings, my experiences, and we go from there. So I wanted to say that before I get into the podcast. So yeah, but hi, I'm back. I'm super excited to be here today. The kiddos are on Christmas break, so everyone is home. And so that's been a little bit different with creating and getting in the flow of things just because, they're at school all day. So while they're at school all day, I'm able to really like free my mind of being a mom and just focus solely on just creating. And so the last couple days have kind of been a little bit slow, but that's okay. That's okay. Another little update. Your girl is 30 weeks today, 10 weeks to go, and we will have another baby in this house. How crazy. Like, what? Are any of you pregnant? Let me know. How far along are you? I feel like everybody is pregnant right now. Like everybody and their mama is pregnant. Okay. Which I think, hey, new generation coming up, which is really dope. So I love that. Love that for us. But I want to talk about, we gonna get into this. Okay. We're going to talk about being perceived. And I want to base it off of this interview that I watched with SZA. Are any of you a SZA fan? Because I love SZA, which I find it really interesting because a lot of people have mixed feelings about her, which she's like one of the biggest female artists right now. That's hot right now, and so which obviously that comes with a lot of mix. Hey, I like her, I don't like her, but a lot of people say she's like a liar and just all of this, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't know. I feel like I've been watching her a lot recently, a lot of her interviews. I just feel like she's extremely real and vulnerable, and a lot of people can't handle that, which hey, sometimes that happens. So I'm a SZA fan. Okay. I love her music. I think, and I just love her as a person, guys. I really love her as a person. And I was watching this interview the other day with her, and she was talking about how she hates to be perceived, that she's a very shy person, a very moody person. And, as a person who's extremely moody myself, I can relate to that on such a different level. And so it was funny because as I was watching this interview, I went in the comments, which I rarely go into any type of comments, but sometimes I do just to see the discussion that's going on when it comes to, people that we're watching, celebrities, artists, creatives, right? And this girl in the comments, right? She's already perceiving her and just saying like, hey, like SZA is pretty much saying like she's a sad person, she's depressed, X, Y, and Z. And right then and there, I thought to myself, and you see, this is why a lot of people hate to be perceived and seen, because there's so many opinions of what others think of an individual that's in the spotlight, right? And as I go through the interview, I'm just like, SZA's just saying how she is and who she is. And there's some days where she's extremely moody and not the best person that she wants to be, but she also talks about how she's working really, really hard to become a better person for herself. And I think that takes so much boldness and strength for someone to be so straight up in an interview like that. Like, hey, sometimes I'm a crappy person and sometimes you're going to catch me on a bad day, but I'm trying to be better. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. Like, we all have so many different emotions, right? But anyway, there's a snippet, which I want to put it right here in the video of SZA, and she says this.
Still the shy person from high school. I hate being perceived. I hate coming outside. I don't want to party. I don't want anybody to even look at me. Honestly, I don't want to take pictures. I hate being on video.
Right now,
it's the bane of my existence. It makes me really, really uncomfortable. Being perceived, especially visually, is like my number one. Like,
but pretty much she talks about how the snippet, you guys will see the snippet right here. She talks about how she hates to be perceived and she's an extremely shy person. She hates to be seen. And, you know, sometimes people catch her on the bad days. And when people catch you on bad days, you automatically are perceived a certain way in somebody else's eyes, right? And I find it super interesting because a lot of creatives and artists, they want to be seen, but then they don't want to be seen, right? They want to be seen for their work, not for who they are. They want that to be secret, right? And so I don't know. I just think it's a very interesting dynamic, like when you're in the spotlight, how it can be, I don't know, it can be extremely extreme when you are a shy person, when you are having a bad day and someone automatically says like, oh, she's a bitch, or you know, like she's not who she says she is on social media or through her music. But what I've come to realize, you know, with being a creative and an artist is a lot of the times artists put on a persona that is their character of that artist, right? And Tyler the Creator does a good job at this, and he talks about this a lot. And in one of these interviews that he was saying, he was talking about how, again, being an artist and having multiple different characters that you can portray to people, sometimes people will think that you are that character that you're playing, but in reality that's not who you are. That's just your artistry. That's a part of the creative journey in the process, right, of bringing something to life. Sometimes you have to step into your alter ego to manifest something as an artist. And so it was funny because he was talking about in a podcast, he's like, you can come up to me, you can say hi. Like, I'm not a mean person. But I say this all to say, I really, really feel this deeply when it comes to my personal life. I don't know, like, do you guys ever feel this way? Like, fuck, like, I feel like I'm perceived as, you know, might be a little standoffish or too shy, or, you know, but in reality, you're a soft person. You're sensitive. Like, I know for myself, I can probably sometimes come off, I've heard it before. So like, this is like, I've heard people say, you know, like, you know, standoffish or X, Y, and Z. But really, I probably was having a really bad day. And I also have a lot of different moods. Like, and I'm an extremely moody person, and I've accepted that, and I'm okay with that. And when I'm having like certain days where I'm off, I will give a different type of energy. Like, that's just, I've always been that way. I wear my emotions on the outside as well. Like, I'm not good at hiding what I'm going through. I try to, I really try. I really, really try to hide it. But I feel like even when I really try hard, then it really comes off as just me not being authentic. And I hate that. Like, do you, like, I don't know, do you feel this way? Like, am I just, I don't know. But like, I hate coming off like not authentic in the moment. You know what I mean? So if I feel bitchy that day, I will more than likely come off bitchy to you. And it has nothing to do with you. It's just what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with, right? But if I'm having a good day, you will see, and that energy will really, come off as, happy and joyful. But I'm not going to fake when I'm not having a good day. Like, I cannot. And I've always been that way. But, and so, I think when you're somebody like SZA, right? SZA is in, like, oh my goodness, she has millions and millions of people watching her daily and analyzing her and watching her every move and seeing who she really is, right? But in reality, no one really knows who she is at all. Like, she is the only one that can, know who she is. Like, and so it's just to think that like so many people are analyzing her, like how hard that can be on somebody who is extremely shy and to themselves and doesn't like to be seen, is a very interesting dynamic to have. Like, I can see guys where SZA gets a little bit moody because it's like, yo, man, like I'm just trying to live and y'all telling me I'm this and that. Like, that shit hurt. That really hurts, that hurts deep down. And sometimes it can like mess up that person's inner world as well when you're constantly being perceived. And I'm saying this from experience too, and so when you're someone who's constantly being perceived and when you're a very sensitive person at heart, it can be very, hard on your inner world, because then you're constantly thinking to yourself like, wait, am I this person that they think I am? Like, am I not a good person? Do I come off as not X, Y, and Z? Do I not come off as genuine? And then you have to remind yourself, like, no, they don't know who the hell I am. Like, what? Like, you constantly have to remind yourself of who you are as a person. And so, I don't know. I just really relate to that as just like not like hate to be perceived. I hate being perceived too. I hate it. It's like, especially too, like as a creative and an artist, we're very, very, very sensitive people, extremely sensitive. And we feel things on such a deeper level. And like personally, like I've always been this way ever since I was a little girl, like just sensitive to the extreme where even like my mom would be like, yo, like, it's not that big of a deal, but you're making it so extreme. It's because what we feel on the inside is so extreme. But I think it's also so helpful to like manifest the ideas that you want to bring to life and the visions, right? Because you can feel everything on such a deeper level. But I wanted to look up, like, what is being perceived, right? Like, let's look it up on Google. I'm a Google queen. Are you a Google queen? Do you like looking things up on Google? Y'all, I look everything up on Google, and sometimes it comes to a point where I look up like, oh my God, I have something on my hand, right? Like a wart or whatever. And then I look on Google. Don't do this. Don't do this, because just don't do this. It will fuck your mind up, okay? Go on Google and you look on Google, and then it's like all the worst case scenarios of what that one little dot on your hand can be. And you're like in your head thinking, again, this is where I'm like calling my husband, hey, this is what I think I have. Like, God damn it. So don't do that. But for this particular definition, Google is helpful. Just don't look up any type of like sickness you may have, because they be talking crazy on Google. But okay, so it's like, what does it mean to be perceived by others? So the mental processes that we use to form impressions of other people. This includes not just how we form these impressions, but the different conclusions we make about other people based on our impressions. So already perceiving people, to me, is already a negative thing off the bat, because it's like you can have a completely different picture of who somebody is when really that's not even who they are. And then you're making up all these scenarios in your head of this person, right? And it's like, how about you get to know somebody first, okay? I understand, like, obviously on a level like SZA and being in the spotlight, you obviously can't get to know them on a personal level. But I think what I'm trying to say is it's so important to just let people be who the fuck they are, okay? Like, why are you trying to come up and analyze everything that they do, every move that they do, every, like, y'all, I'm going off topic. Well, not really off topic, but like social media has come to a point where literally people on TikTok will analyze people, like people in the spotlight, analyze their facial expressions and their emotions and how they move their hands in interviews to like diagnose them with who they are as a person. And that is so fucking wrong. Like, what? Like, you're like, she was probably just itching her nose, and you're now saying that, oh, she's a psychopath because when she was saying that she was itching her nose a certain way. Like, what? It's like, y'all be extreme. What? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from. Like, y'all, worry about your own life, okay? Stop trying to perceive people and make people seem that they are somebody else when really they're just a human experiencing their own life that goes through shit. We all go through shit, and sometimes people are able to hide what they go through and their emotions, and sometimes people that are extremely fucking sensitive, like myself, can't hide that a lot of the times, and you will know when I'm having a bad day. And so yeah, fuck being perceived. I hate it. But tips to soothe. I want to talk a little bit about tips to soothe your worries of what others think of you, okay? Because if you're someone like me who hates to be perceived, and many people, not even just me, like me over here, I'm like me, but like many people, I'm sure a lot of people feel this way. Some couple tips. Let me, end this with the positive notes. Wait, let me get to this. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Oh, so one of the tips is consider the source. Who is the person perceiving you? Okay. What are they doing with their life? Like, do they really matter that much to you? Right? That's one thing I often have to remind myself is like, okay, is this person like a friend of mine who's really concerned with maybe what they notice in me. Is this person paying my bills? It's probably just somebody who has seen me once or twice or has had an interaction with me a couple times, and now they have their own perceived, judgment of who I am. Like, does it really matter? No, it probably doesn't. Let's just, we got better and bigger things to worry about in life, baby. So that's like one of the main tips. Another thing is, I'm sorry guys, I have so much tabs open on my computer because last night I was looking up being perceived tips on not worrying. God damn it, I can't find it no more. No. Oh, okay. Okay, here they are. My bad. Expect and accept that people will have opinions of you. Yes, this is a good one. This is a really, really good one because people like us who are extremely, extremely sensitive, this can be hard to accept that not everyone will have a good perception of you. And that can be really hard when you're shy, when you're sensitive. And so that's a really good tip, is that it's okay. Not everyone is going to like your personality. And, maybe that person caught you on a really fucking bad day. And hey, it's life. What do? Move forward. Take back control over your own feelings. We love this. We love this a lot because as we mature, right, as adults, it's so important to be able to control your feelings and not react in a immature way. Because say you react in a way where then the way that they already perceive you is like, okay, yep, I was right about that. So no, be mature, baby. I had to learn this. I've made many, many, many mistakes when it comes to this and made myself look like a damn fool, let me tell you. But now I don't react to any negativity at all. And instead, I deal with it on my own. And like Rihanna says, don't let them see you sweat, baby. Good advice. Remember that everybody makes mistakes. Oh my God, this is a good one. This is a big one, okay? Again, everybody makes mistakes, even the person that is perceiving you. And you may not like that they're perceiving you in a certain way, but send them love. Yes, send them love instead of scooping down to their level and reacting in a way where they want you to react, because then they want to make it right in their head that, oh, this is what I thought he or she was, right? So, move with love. Ow, my fucking leg. Ow, guys. Ow. Move with love always. And, don't let people, don't scoop down to someone else's, right? Like, just accept it. And then I'm going to do one more. Develop your senses of self and confidence. Oh, this is a good one, because when you know who you are on a deep soul level, nobody can tell you otherwise, right? Like, no matter what others see you as or perceive you as, you know who you are. And that is so sexy and so beautiful to have within, is being so confident about who you are, where you don't have to try to defend yourself and try to, get somebody to think otherwise of you. And that's one thing I've really learned is like, hey, I know who I am, and that's all that matters. So that's a really good point, is be confident in yourself, know who you are, know self. That's the most important thing. And the people who truly know you and know your character, they ain't gonna switch up, right? Like, have loyal people around you, you know, and yeah. So that was kind of like my little topic today, guys. Of I hate being perceived, okay? I hope this has helped. I hope, no, really, it's just a freaking conversation. Like, I'm not trying to, I just like having conversation about topics like this. And a lot of us deal with it. And so if you're one of them, try one of these tips out, because I'm constantly doing these, okay? Constantly. And it's okay to slip up every once in a while. Again, baby, we are human. And if you a moody bitch like me, you gonna make mistakes. But we love SZA, and I love that snippet of her being so vulnerable and so open with like, hey, I don't like to be seen. I don't like to go out. I don't like to perform. I'm pretty sure she's even said that before. Like, she's an artist. She's shy. She's to herself. And I just find it so dope and confident that she was able to express that vulnerability on an interview, because already people were like, oh my God, SZA, SZA doesn't like, SZA's depressed, she's sad, she's unhappy. No, like, what if she's really just like, y'all don't have to dig deeper in and try to analyze everything. Like, what if what she said wasn't deeper than what she was saying, right? So yeah, I love that snippet. I love it. But I haven't even freaking had a little sip of this coffee. Let me have a little sip. Oh man. But no, before I jump off of this herbossydiaries chat, which I'm super excited. I think I'm going to be doing these once a week and just talking about small topics, whether it's mindset. A lot of it will be mindset. Fashion will be included in it, because your girl loves fashion. Fashion baby, fashion baby, fashion baby. And just like what's going on today in the culture, that, the culture, pop culture, beauty, fashion. And yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna get to know each other, okay? This is a very intimate space, and this is our little space, guys. Okay. And like I said in the beginning, this is open, free thoughts with MonaLisa, and we're not going to take it as facts. Like, this is just opinion and experiences and just an open conversation. And I would love to hear your thoughts, on some of this as well. Do you like being perceived? Do you not like being perceived? Are you a person who doesn't get perceived often? Let me know. I know everyone has gotten perceived, and you're right. Like, come on. But let me know. Okay. I am logging off. I gotta go get groceries. I gotta go tend to my babies. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.